Alright, welcome to Megapath Presents. I'm Ronnie Hayes, and today we're going to talk about something because my Twitter and Facebook and inbox email is exploding right now. So apparently Chandler Riggs, the actor who plays Carl Grimes on The Walking Dead, his dad has this zombie road trip tour, and I took a quick glance and it does look like he gives tours and he sells Chandler's autograph, and I think this is out in Georgia where they film, so filming location tours and stuff like that. Now it is a verified page. This is an authentic page for his business or organization, and a lot of people were sharing this screenshot. Now I don't like sharing screenshots because they are so easy to fake a number of different ways. But if you go right to the site, we can see it clearly here. And this is what the fuss is about. Someone said, "So how do you feel, Dad?" And this is Chandler's dad now, Chandler Riggs' dad. Watching Gimple fire my son 2 weeks before his 18th birthday after telling him they wanted him for the next 3 years was disappointing. I never trusted Gimple or AMC, but Chandler did. I know how much it hurt him, but we do absolutely know how lucky we have been to be a part of it all and appreciate all the love from fans all these years. And then, just out of curiosity, I wonder how many. Is content you requested? Why is it doing that? Maybe I'll let me refresh it. Something must have happened. But what you do is when you go to the page, you have the photos here, and we're going to get back to that comment anyway. But you have the videos, you have his posts, and you go to the posts. That refreshed went right to the home page. So he has his pin post, I'm sorry, and then when you scroll down, wait a minute. Alright, hold on, I lost it, because it was the very first. Come on, don't tell me. I either lost it or he deleted the post. Come on, you could wait until after the video, damn it. No, I probably lost it. Okay, it's the posts. Yeah, this is where it was. Because I checked here, there's no visitor posts. And here's his posts. And it was right. You gotta be shitting me. I wanted to read the other ones because there was a lot of comments talking about this, that, and the third. Excited to be back sharing our experience. Yeah, November 11th, this is the pin post. Below it was the one where it shared the article. It's gone. Son of a bitch. Alright, now November 24th. So, yeah. Alright, Chandler's dad, and this is official. This isn't like trickery. A lot of people saw this. A lot of people screen grabbed it and sent it to me. This post, between this one and this one, there was a post where he shared an article saying, you know, it was Gimple's choice and this, that, and the third. Now, I wonder if he said anything else on there. And this is something that we've been talking with. Before we get into this real quick, I do want to say I'm not at all up for banning or boycotting the show. Here's a poll on Twitter, 73%. They're not cool with it. I understand fans are upset with this. I am not at all up with boycotting the show. I am not at all suggesting or even willing to participate in any Fire Gimple thing. We just don't have enough information right yet. We don't know where it's going. We need to see it play out. I mean, I want to stick with it. There's two parts of me as a fan. There's the comic fan, which the comic fan, and I'll be honest, the comic book fan in me is let down, absolutely let down. The TV show fan in me is still curious to see what's to come. I'm a little baffled still, definitely, but I want to see what is coming up, you know? Now, with that being said, again, I don't support any boycotting. I don't support any Fire Gimple stuff. I do want to talk through this. Let's see what's coming up. You know what I mean? Let's watch what's coming up. But it does appear that a lot of fans are really pissed off about this. And these are vocal fans. Like, they're on the internet. They're talking out. I would not be shocked if we found out later on that the actor Chandler Riggs wanted more money, and they even gave him more money or whatever it was, and it was AMC who decided they could trim, because I'm sure, you know, Carl Grimes is going to get, just based off of a character who shouldn't be killable, that's a lot of leverage there. So I'm sure you could get a good chunk of money, or you can go in there with a lot of leverage to say, because keep in mind, their contracts ended and they got into new contracts before, I think it was in November of 2016. So for this new season, they jumped into new contracts. So I can see, you know, them renegotiating the contracts, and then AMC going, we can't afford this. We can't afford Rick and Carl. And Carl's going to be one of those characters where he's constantly in the show, and he's not, you know, advancing the plot in a major way. He's not bringing it in as far as story-wise, plot-wise, maybe even fan-wise. He doesn't contribute enough to the plot. He's one of those supporting characters, and he should be. Carl should be a supporting character and really start branching off on his own throughout the war and then after the war. So this lines up with the source material, and that's absolutely fine. Like I said, I do see them, this is just speculation, I'm not saying they did, but I do see them, AMC, saying, okay, we can shave that money, we can shave that part of the budget by just killing this character off. And we might even get a uptick in ratings and viewers, and we might even pull a lot of viewers back with this shocking death. And keep in mind, it's working. I think there's a lot of fallout from this, sure, but my channel usually gets 1,000 views, 1,200 views every hour constantly. And when the episode 8 ended in The Walking Dead, my channel got 16,000 views for a few hours straight. It jumped. Constantly I get 1,000 views every single hour. On a constant, you know, even when I don't make videos, because I have so many videos out, people are always watching my stuff. So I got 1,000 views every hour. 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock when The Walking Dead is on the air, my channel dipped and it had like 700 views. From 10 o'clock to like midnight or a little after midnight, it exploded from 1,000 views to 16,000 views for a couple hours, and then it dropped again once everyone got that out of their chest, you know, off their chest, watched my videos about the death. So it got them talking. My channel blew up 16 times what it normally does. Even when I upload a Walking Dead video or a review afterwards, you know, it'll go up, but it's like maybe 10,000, you know, 5,000 at the most per hour, because keep in mind, I get a lot of views, but it's spread out throughout a couple days. This is per hour, so people are talking about it. Stories are blowing up. My Twitter's blowing up. My emails exploded. I have so many notifications. I don't even know how I'm going to get to them all. I just got to click that button that says mark all read, because there's no way. So what they're doing is working. There's going to be fallout, but I do feel there's something else behind this. Maybe I'll go and check again. Maybe I'm not finding it. Because I don't want to say he did something when he didn't. I don't want to do that. I don't know this family. Like, I don't look into his father. They're probably really nice people, and I don't want to push anything on them, make them seem like the bad guy. This is just one of those situations where it seems like there's something else in the mix. It doesn't align with the story. It doesn't make sense. I mean, I'm fine with it. I want to see what happens next. You know what I'm saying? That TV fan in me. I'm not quitting the show anytime soon. I'm in it. You know, I'm in it until you kill Rick. I woke up with Rick in the hospital. He went to find his family. I feel, you know, all types of what? That they took his family away now, because it kind of conflicts with him waking up and all that. You know what I mean? Going to find his search for his family. Anyhow, he's got a new family now, even though they're not blood related. Maybe that's the direction they're going to go with it. But I'm following Rick to the end of the story. This video is just shot to shit. I was supposed to go over Chandler Riggs' father's posts, but apparently he deleted it. So I wonder if... No, this is his homepage. Yeah, right here. See, look it. This is his... Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe I did. Go to his homepage. Scroll down. Posts. Pin post. Chandler Rigg, November. Okay, look it. Here's an old window I accidentally left open. When you go to the homepage, look at this. Homepage. And you scroll down. We see photos. Homepage. You see photos. Alright? So it's almost the identical thing. Boom. Now you scroll down here, you get upcoming events. Scroll down here, you get because I feel like I'm losing my friggin' mind here. Upcoming events. And then you scroll down, you get videos. Scroll down, you get videos. Scroll down, you get posts. Scroll down, you get posts. And this is his dad's road trip buy tickets. Dad's road trip buy tickets. Scroll down and boom, there it is. 12 hours ago, the article, Walking Dead star explains the show's biggest exit yet. Spoiler alert. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. And then you have all these comments. Scroll down and it's gone. It goes right to this November 24th thing. Look, scroll down, November 24th. This thing is gone right here, this post. So he did delete this. It's official. So something is going on here where maybe it was getting too much fire. And like I said, my social media exploded with people sharing this. So he probably thought, yikes, there's too much attention on this. Let's click on this and see what happens. Yeah, he deleted this. 81 shares only. That's not a lot, but you got all these people taking pics, sharing them all around. Write a comment. Hello. Is this post deleted? Post has been removed. The post or object that you were commenting has been removed by its owner. It can no longer be commented on. Well, damn. Alright, so like I said, this video was shot to shit because we were going to go over all the comments. And there was a lot. There was comments talking about how mad they are, something's got to be going on. There was 1 or 2 comments from the father. If anyone has screen grabbed them, shoot them over to me in a private message or something. I'm leery about doing the screen grab stuff, but I'll at least look at them, you know, maybe we can pull something from that. But a lot of people have been asking my opinion outside of the story. Ronnie, what do you think happened behind the scenes? I think that's simply it. Contracts ran out. They started paying the cast a lot more money, and they figured that Carl Grimes, that character, you know, he's a great, tremendous support for the Rick Grimes character, but we can't continue to pay him since he's always going to be there. You know, he's not directly affecting the plot, but he's there. Like, imagine having to pay him a ton of money for being in the episode where, you know, he tells Rick he's going to watch Judith, or he pulls a gun on Jesus. You can replace that actor with just anybody and pay them a shit ton less. You just need someone to pull a gun. You need someone to say, oh, I'll watch Judith. You know what I mean? And you can bring in a new character. In their opinion, in the studio, the corporate mind, you could bring a character in and you could get the audience to love them. Just plop them in roles. Which, again, I disagree with. If this is a money and a budget thing, I would feel a lot better if they would just come out and say it, because I feel like Scott Gimple is being treated unfairly here, unless it comes out differently and Scott Gimple just lost his mind and he's like, I want to deviate completely from the comic. Again, so I think that is what happened for those asking me about speculation behind the scenes, and they simply asked him for that purpose, and also to get everyone talking and to increase the hype for the show and everything. I do think this is potentially going to have some of the biggest blowback. And this is adding to the growing number of fans. And this is where I am truly at a loss and just disappointed. There's a growing number of fans. For them, The Walking Dead is dying. Whether it's the gore, the way the gore is covering up, the writing, the dialogue. I saw a ton of comments. I thought it was only me, but especially the recent episode, filmed so dark you couldn't see a thing. I thought it was settings on my TV, so I didn't complain too much about it. But this morning I've seen so many posts after posts where people said, I couldn't see shit. Why would you film Negan and Rick fight scene in the dark? You know what I mean? And a lot of nighttime stuff or dark scenes of fight in a dark room, a lot of that is because they're covering the fact that they didn't have a lot of time to choreograph the fight scene. You know what I'm saying? If you have a fight scene in a brightly lit room, you need to make that look a lot. Was that necessary? Who's got a car that sounds like a bomb going off when you start it? Son of a bitch. Anyway, alright, I'm just running my mouth at this point. But you know what I'm saying? There's that fan base that's growing in The Walking Dead. It's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's adding to the public view that The Walking Dead is no longer king and it's on a downward spiral. And that doesn't even have to be true. It just matters on the public perception. That's the word I'm looking for. We see it, especially the active online fan base, and it grows out. It's like a virus, and you got to end it. You could just have enough fans discussing it, talking about it. If you push enough fans over to that part of the fan base that is talking about The Walking Dead as if it's in a downward spiral, as if it's on its last legs, and it's only got a couple seasons to go, they're going to talk about that, post about that, reply about that, discuss it like that. And then outside of that, you're going to see the casual fans hearing the hardcore fans discussing that, oh, it's going down, it's on its way down. And that's going to just keep spreading and spreading like the damn upside down. Next thing you know, our world of The Walking Dead has this weird dust. Everything's dark and cold and decrepit, and it's gonna be a scary upside down world you don't want to live in. I don't want a world without The Walking Dead, at least not yet. We should have at least 4 solid more seasons with this cast, or at least the majority of this cast, minus some of the ones that die. The last thing I want is this show to slowly bleed out and die. Let's end on a funny note. Here's a savior, Jake Kearney. Go ahead and give him a follow. This I thought was hilarious. He was the savior eaten by Shiva. He says, "I'm so glad that the saviors are avenging my death and taking over the kingdom. Those bastards and their deceased tiger deserve every bit of it. Hashtag The Walking Dead. Hashtag Team Negan." And this girl says, "I was so happy to see you die, Cupcake. I'm sure you are a nice man in real life, but your character was a jerk." Laugh out loud. And he says, "That's fair." She says, "I think so." I thought that was funny. I like that a lot. Go over to my mentions here and see what I got going on. So apparently the reason why the spoilers were unconfirmed is because apparently the Spoilin' Dead fans were asked not to post the spoiler. So here's another guy who took a screen grab of a different comment. I just seen this on my Twitter, and it says, Chandler Riggs' dad wrote, "Never imagined he would get the same treatment as Bobby Driscoll." I'm not familiar with Bobby Driscoll's praying for a better outcome. Yeah, apparently Chandler's dad was saying some stuff that he walked back or he didn't want out there. Maybe Chandler said, "Listen, Dad, please, that's not how the business works. You're gonna make other people mad at me and they're not gonna hire me for other gigs. So please erase that," or something. This guy put, Sean Allen says, "I don't know if this is real, but this sucks." And see, everyone's screen grabbing this. I wonder if there, yeah, here's another one. People are screen grabbing this. Here's another one. See this? Just filling my Twitter with that screen grab. And here's another one. Everyone's sending me this screen grab, so that's why I did this video. And it's a long little chit chat. This is something that's not going away, not anytime soon. We will continue to discuss it. I'm going to say, though, I disagree with boycotting the show. I want to still support The Walking Dead and see what the future holds. I'm up for waiting and hearing a legitimate, logical, logistical reason. Listen, I'm a writer too. I might not be famous, but I'm a writer too. I know how it goes. If someone walked up to me and said, "Listen, you got to kill your main character's coworker," which is a huge character in the comic, in my comic, her name's Katie, I can go, all right, that's gonna move his character to this and this. I could set that up. If you box me in and I gotta kill a big character, I can write that into a thing. Gimple said that this was to bridge the gap between the comic version of events and the show version, and it's absolutely unnecessary. You don't need Carl to die to do that. All you needed is Law and Order. They capture Negan, and instead of shooting him in his face, they say, "All right, guys, the war's over. We're gonna work together. We're going to pull 2 people from the Sanctuary, 2 people from Alexandria, 2 from the Hilltop, 2 from the Kingdom. We're going to have a jury. We're going to sentence him of his crimes, throw him in prison, and then we're going to use him as the main example. You break the law, you go into prison. Each community is going to have a jail, and they'll, get a sheriff or cops or whatever, and they'll start rebuilding civilization by setting rules and examples and working together." And they use Negan as the ultimate prisoner and the ultimate symbol for law and order within the communities. Boom. Just fixed, or whatever the comic version, because the comic version, he just did it. You know, he's like, oh, I'm better than you. I don't have to kill you. They explain it later on. It is a little weak kind of an explanation compared to, for example, Law and Order. Boom! If you guys disagree, let me know. Or if you like that idea of Law and Order being the way to bridge that gap, let me know. Thoughts and opinions in the comment box. I'm done talking. It's your turn.